Hi, I'm Teo-Sherrell. For the past 6 years I've been a Palmerston North City Councillor, but on Tuesday I resigned because I need to let the public know what goes on behind closed doors in the halls of power. To give you some context, a complaint was laid against me by the Palmerston North City Council management team for a statement that I made to the Manawatu Standard, our local newspaper, back in June. I said that I was really disappointed that some of the senior management team seemed to try to control us through fair means and foul. A hearing was held on the 30th of September at which 3 external people were formed the panel to decide whether the complaint was valid or not. The panel decided to conduct the hearing in a court-like manner to ensure that the principles of natural justice applied. I was given 1 working day's notice of that decision. Unfortunately, at the hearing they decided to hold it in private, i.e. with the public and the media excluded. Without going into all the details, at the hearing I put forward a number of arguments, 2 of which were that I had just cause, or good reason, for making the statement I did, and secondly, that the Code of Conduct was inconsistent with the New Zealand Bill of Rights, and therefore has no validity. In connection with the just cause argument, the chair of the panel ruled that it would not accept what I or my witnesses said about past incidents as evidence. In effect, they were saying that they would not consider anything that I intended to demonstrate the inappropriate control exerted by some of the management team. This ruling was in direct contrast with their ruling on the complainant's evidence. The chief executive of the City Council submitted some evidence in writing. He wasn't present for the hearing, and so I wasn't able to cross-examine him on his evidence. Instead, I had to cross-examine the acting chief executive. That seems to be contrary to the normal rules of evidence. In connection with the Bill of Rights argument, I used several relevant parts of the Ministry of Justice's guidelines to the Bill of Rights that made it very clear that the Code of Conduct did not trump the Bill of Rights, that the Code of Conduct still had to be consistent with the Bill of Rights. Part of those guidelines state a fundamental aspect of the right to freedom of expression is that it extends to protecting all information and opinion, however unpopular, offensive or distasteful. In its decision, the panel stated that it was not competent to decide on whether the Code of Conduct breached the Bill of Rights. Then, in complete contradiction, in the very next sentence it said that the Code of Conduct is lawful and enforceable. In my mind, it's no wonder that some people wanted the matter to be held in secret and for the report on the meeting to also be held in secret. But I leave you to draw your conclusions on whether natural justice really was upheld and whether I was given a fair hearing or not. Thank you.